Hello and welcome to this week's edition of INTV Weekly. It is the 12th of September, 2019. I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
I'm Daniel Jane.
And we want to start off tonight's episode by just paying a tribute to all the fallen human beings on September 11th. It has been, 17 years?
18
years. 18 years. It is pretty remarkable how fast time flies, and you look back and it just seems like it was yesterday, but our hearts and prayers go out to everyone who's been affected by this event. The entire country was affected, obviously, and the ripple effect has not been great.
The whole world.
246 civilian casualties were in the plane, 2,606 civilian casualties were in the towers, 343 firefighters lost their lives, 60 police officers, 8 paramedics, 3,263 total casualties of that day. So this is pretty, Daniel was saying that this is bigger than Pearl Harbor.
I looked up Pearl Harbor just to make sure, and there was about 2,300 casualties there, so there's about 1,000 more casualties here than Pearl Harbor, which is crazy.
It is very crazy. Still, lives are being affected from the cleanup, all the volunteer work. People are getting diagnosed with cancer and losing their lives from that, and then police officers are fighting their right for medical benefits at this time, and it's very sad to see that it's a tough fight. And the amount of lives that were lost on this day and the impact that the country faced and the fallout was tremendous. So let us never forget. Daniel was talking to someone and he was talking to his kid about it, and his kid didn't even know what 9/11 was. It's pretty crazy.
Yes, his kid was in 9th grade. So what are they doing for 9/11, in school? He's like, what's 9/11?
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yes, especially when the motto is never to forget, and we never should forget, and we are still facing pretty critical and crucial a ripple effect from this entire tragedy.
It is seemingly winding down now. Trump is at least talking about extracting all the troops, and he just got rid of John Bolton, which is a big move for ending those wars, those endless wars over in the Middle East. He was kind of, a warmonger, that one. So the fact that he is out now could be a sign that those endless wars over in the Middle East are winding down. But yes, we do need justice still for the responders for 9/11. They're seeking their benefits, and it is one of the most unfortunate things ever in this country that they have to fight so hard just to receive the benefits from the illnesses that they've gotten on 9/11. Those people should be the most well taken care of people in America.
They should be moved to the front of the line, yeah.
And Jon Stewart has to go up there in front of Congress and fight for him.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of celebrities who have been, and it's pretty crazy to see. It's hard to watch.
But the other people who are not taking no for an answer are the architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth, which is an American nonprofit who have over 3,000 signatures of qualified architects or engineers that are asking for a new investigation into specifically Building 7. And they actually just came out with their report yesterday, and I gave it a brief read, and it is fascinating. The level of detail that these engineers go into is mind-blowing. They know the position of each beam on the entire building and what it did on that day. They said this beam, 83B, went 3 inches to the left, and it was this temperature. They know everything for every beam in the building. And they have some serious questions that do need answering. But also another thing that not too many people are aware of is that there are currently military tribunals going underway in Guantanamo Bay for the perpetrators of 9/11. The case is called United States of America versus Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, and there's a few other names on there. But it's very interesting, and this case was basically frozen ever since 9/11. They've basically just been sitting in Guantanamo Bay for over a decade, and the case was just totally frozen. No president wanted the case to move forward, but as of 2016, the case is reinitiated and it's finally moving forward. It's been going forward for about 3 years now. So there should be some very interesting developments there. The only news network I'm aware of that's really covering that is CVine. So if you want to look into that, it's c-vine.com. Very interesting information on that website.
And very important. especially when we round off the year and school's going back to session, and we all remember that fateful day when we are, just a couple days in school and this terrible tragedy strikes our nation. So never forget and support those who are in need. A volcano in South China Sea erupts, and the fallout has been terrifying, where 4 people have been... Wait, is this the same one?
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's a different one.
A volcano in the South China Sea has erupted, and it is scary.
Thankfully this time, this was an underwater volcano, so there was no pyroclastic flows decimating entire civilizations this time. Just massive fields of pumice. And it's actually huge. It's the size of Manhattan, I believe they say, or 20,000 football fields.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, they can see it from space, and vessels are having a very tough time navigating through it, but somehow they can still do it.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe once you see this video that anything can go through it.
Just pushing it along the side. It's like when the sailors explored Antarctica for the first time, just chopping away.
Yeah, they had icebreakers now.
And now they have the volcanic rock.
We need pumice breakers now.
The pumice breakers, yeah.
But this actually is somewhat of a lifeline for potential habitats such as the Great Barrier Reef. Apparently the floating pumice can house organisms such as algae, barnacles, snails, crabs, who can attach themselves to the pumice raft, serving as a natural mechanism for species to colonize, restock, and grow in a new environment. And it's heading straight for the Great Barrier Reef, apparently. And
That's crazy.
I guess coral can receive many benefits from this massive pumice raft as well.
That's nuts. That's how islands are made.
Yeah,
You know.
and how ecosystems are sustained.
Yes, for sure.
So these mechanisms that nature has to replenish itself. We look at it like, oh, this volcano erupted, look at this disaster, but it's actually a lifeline for new life.
That's crazy. Pretty impressive.
Speaking of lifelines for new life.
And staying on the sea topic, the Coast Guard frees 4 crew members from an overturned ship.
This massive cargo ship. I don't really like to admit it, but I've kind of always wanted to see a huge cargo ship kind of
Capsize.
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
you wouldn't think it's possible. It's
No.
huge, and they calculate all the weight distribution so meticulously on these things. It's still a mystery as to why this massive cargo ship carrying over 4,000 vehicles capsized just off the coast of Georgia.
Going up into smoke and flames.
Luckily, there's only 24 people on board, and they were able to extract 20 of them immediately, same day. But 4 of the crew members were stuck deep inside the ship, and they were not able to be extracted immediately. Mostly because when it capsized, a fire broke out, and it was deemed pretty dangerous to try to rescue them. But eventually, they did drill a hole, and they heard taps through the other side, which encouraged the team, and they were able to rescue all 24 people.
Pretty impressive. Good work on the Coast Guard's behalf, and the 4 men staying strong through that time. That would be pretty much the scariest thing that I could imagine.
Yeah, I can't. It was apparently 150 degrees in there. They were literally being cooked alive, but they hung on. And the Coast Guard actually had to land the helicopter on the side of the capsized cargo ship. As the rescuers rappelled down the side, drilled a bigger hole, they were able to rescue all of them.
Pretty impressive. On lighter news and local news, the burn ban is getting lifted. Nolan was wrong, as Daniel mentioned earlier. He did not make it to the October mark. It is actually happening this Friday, so midnight on Thursday night, you will be able to burn. So burn away.
And well done this year, guys. Not
Yeah.
a single major fire that I can recall.
Mm-hmm.
The air was the clearest it's been in over 5 years.
Pretty amazing.
Good job.
Big congratulations to Stanley Roy Susage Jr., who received the Judge Paul P. Pongrassi Award. He is, and his never-ending service to the Upper Kittitas County and Cle Elum, City of Cle Elum, has been recognized to the fullest. Roy has been a volunteer firefighter for decades, and he has also served as a reserve police officer for the City of Cle Elum in his younger years. To this day, Roy volunteers his time and equipment to keeping the weeds under control at the Cle Elum Police Department, and has also assisted us in getting the evidence room and storage building all set up by making racks for the building. His family has lived in Cle Elum and worked in Cle Elum his whole entire life. His father was a coal miner. Congratulations. That is actually a fantastic award. It's one I look forward to every single year, and the most deserving people have received that award.
Great people of this Upper Kittitas County, and it's a good thing that we have these rewards in place to recognize the things that these people contribute to this wonderful community. Such as the totem pole that apparently was built by one of Nolan's brothers. I'm not sure, I can't verify, that's what I heard.
The graduating class of 1995, possibly.
Really?
I think it's got to be somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's an
It could be
impressive.
96, could be 97.
It's an impressive pole. I thought it was authentic, but I don't know that much about
Native American history. Yeah.
But thankfully, it has been purchased. I was a little worried about it since Harper was going away and it was on his property. What's going to happen with the totem pole? Apparently, it was purchased by, is it the Robin's Nest?
The Robin's Nest.
The Robin's Nest. But they were apparently not going to move it on their property. They're either going to leave it there, where it is in that vacant lot, which I heard a building might be going in there.
Yeah.
Or they would move it closer towards the museum, to the left if you're facing Harper's Lumber, which I heard it might go there.
That's a good spot for it.
Yeah, that'd be good. Right next to the museum, makes sense.
It does.
So we'll have to see exactly where it ends up, but it will stay in Roslyn, which is the good news.
Very important. We got a brief interview with our new police chief, Kirk Bland, to tell us more about how he got to this level and what he plans to do for protecting our city.
Hi there, this is Kirk Bland with the Cle Elum Police Department. I'm here with Danielle from Inland today, and we're here at the police department. Yes, I was appointed police chief this month, and I get sworn in September 10th at the next council meeting at Cle Elum. It was a whole testing process. So when Chief Ferguson retired, they opened up the job application. They took in 12 different applicants. 4 of us tested for the position. It was a 2-day process, and after that was narrowed down to 2 of us, and through the background investigations, etc., then Mayor McGowan and Public Administrator Rob Ullmans offered me the job. So I started back in 1990. I was a reserve police officer for the city of Ellensburg while I was attending Central Washington University, going to school, and then they tested for a full-time position. So at the end of 1990, I was hired full-time for the Ellensburg Police Department, and worked there for the next 18 years. In 2008, the Cle Elum Police Department had an opening, and I've been living up here anyway, and I'm from here, so I was commuting back and forth and took the opportunity and was hired here in 2008 and have been here ever since. Yeah, like I said, I grew up here, went to school here. My family's been around here since the late 1800s. My mom's side of the family, they were coal miners, came here with the coal rush back when Roslyn was very vibrant in the coal factory, and we've been here ever since. So yes, went through my whole schooling through here. Lots of changes since then. The condominiums downtown in Cle Elum, that was our elementary school. And then the old school up in Roslyn, the Walter Strom Junior High, that's where we went to junior high, and of course the high school as we see it today.
Did you always want to be a police officer?
Actually, no. My sister's a teacher. She's a teacher here at the high school. At the elementary school. She's taught in Cleon for, over 30 years now. But I went to Central with the thought of being a math teacher. Quickly learned that wasn't for me, and took a law and justice class and changed gears, and that's where I've been ever since. Exactly. I mean, it makes me feel good that when people come up to talk to me about their interaction with the police, they just don't say, "Oh, one of your officers." They know them by name. They've said, Jen really helped me out on this case, or hey, I talked to Rich the other day while he was on foot beat up in Roslyn. And I like the idea that people in town actually know our officers by name, because we are part of the community. We don't just work here. We are the community. We're part of the community. We have kids in our school. We live here as well. So that relationship between us and the community is strong, and I think that's unique for our area, especially when you look at the news and outlining areas with the issues that those police departments face. We don't have that, and we have a lot of support here, and I want to continue with that to strengthen those relationships and know that the community, have them know that we're here for them. So I've received a lot of support from people coming in and talking to me, and it really makes you feel good that the police department is supported by our communities, and seeing everybody out there and seeing our officers on the street, and feel free to come up and talk to them at any time, and our doors are always open.
Thank you, Kirk Bland, and the best of luck to you and your many years to come as our police chief. We're all looking forward for you protecting and serving the city, and we were all rooting for you, so we're glad that you got it.
He's already doing an incredible job.
Yes, he is. Singer and guitar player plays at the Cleveland Eagles this last week. That goes by the name of Ian Wyborski.
Way to go, Ian. I'm actually in a band with Ian. We've been jamming for about 2 years now.
Pretty cool.
He's an incredible guitar player. I think he's mostly self-taught, but it is just amazing what he can do on there. He's got such feeling and emotion and prowess.
Yeah.
Creativity. He's a great singer too. Apparently he was singing at the Cleveland Eagles, so check out some footage.
I actually took a really cool picture the other day.
Once I got to the mountaintop, to what I could see. Prairie full of lost souls running from the priests of iniquity. Where the hell was Elijah? What do you do? The prophecy game was true. Na 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 na. Gotta take the walls of Jericho. Na 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 na. Put your lips together and blow. Na 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 na. To the very top. Na 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 na. Truth crystallizes like jewels in the rock, in the rock. Get down, Moses, part another sea, call another doublet out of LSD. Get down, Moses, down in Tennessee. Get down, Moses, down in the street. The blood is washing down on the gravel to your feet. Get down, Moses, down in Tennessee. Lying in the green, cause a bomb field, crashing on a downtown strip. is the same. Na 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 na. И молода моя коробушка есть, и сидит и парча. Пожалей, душа моя зазнобушка, ах, боится передать.
Very cool. Congratulations, Ian, your solo breakout debut, and we're looking forward to seeing you play with old Daniel over here.
Hopefully we'll have an album, maybe 6 months. We got like 4 songs
No way.
that are pretty cool.
That's cool. Nice, dude. That's fun.
Yeah, he's a great guitarist.
Who's the bassist?
We got a couple people that we haven't settled on one right now. It's between a few people right now.
Nice. Good
But
deal.
we got another guitarist. Will Wilson is the other guitarist, another incredible guitarist.
Okay.
We are looking for a vocalist.
There you
Any
have it.
vocalists out there?
If you are a singer, come and display your talents for the tryouts for your, what's your band's name?
You know, we're still settling on that too, but
For settling on that. Check them out. Tornado spotted this last Tuesday in Ellensburg at the Old Canyon Road, and this is a funnel cloud that almost touched down, and it is pretty incredible to see. You don't see them too often here in town. There has been some in Teanaway in the past years, but this one is recent. It brought in a big rainstorm that swept through Cle Elum. Check it out.
it is a rare sight to see those around here. But we have seen so many this year. I think more than ever, at least more than usual. According to some patron on Facebook, he remarked that there have been 5 such tornadoes in the area since August 10th,
Oh wow,
which is pretty crazy.
yeah, it is.
And yeah, we did get that incredible rain, thunder, and lightning storm. We was watching the Huskies game. You see that? They had to cancel it for like 3
I
hours.
was driving through Seattle during that storm. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
It was nuts. We were on the freeway, and we were pretty much in the eye of the storm when they sent everyone off the stadium or out of the stadium, and we were down south, so it was moving up north, and then we kind of followed it up north. It was a crazy storm, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we thought that it missed us at first because it wasn't doing that over here.
Mhm.
Originally, it was supposed to hit us first, but then it hit Seattle. But then, sure enough, a couple hours later, we're getting
It blew over.
yeah, which is crazy. So I think it was hitting us at the same time. So
Mhm.
that's a huge storm
Yeah, it was very wide.
from Seattle all the way to Upper Kittitas County.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone or any sporting events evac a stadium based on a storm, but new rules have been set by the NCAA, and they are going to abide by them, claiming that if a lightning strike is within an 8-mile radius, then they can't play ball for at least 30 minutes.
Wow, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
New rule as of this year.
I guess. I mean, I've never seen it before, but there has been some very cool pictures posted on local community pages on social media, and as well as the UW Stadium has posted some cool pics of purple lightning over Purple Rain Stadium.
Purple rain.
Yeah. So check them out, only on your social media. At this time, we're going to take a quick commercial break, get a word from our sponsor.
But right before we do that, I had to film some of this lightning storm. I haven't actually looked at the footage yet, but I think it's pretty good, so here it is. And then we'll play the commercials immediately after my storm.
Okay.
Check it out.
Pay your bill the easy way by signing up for electronic fund transfer with Inland Networks. It's quick, free, and convenient. Using electronic fund transfer for automatic bill pay will eliminate the hassle of remembering to pay your bill on time, writing checks every month, or having to make that extra stop during your busy schedule. Signing up for EFT is free and simple. Just stop by our Inland Networks offices in Roslyn or Cle Elum and get signed up today. Thank you for your business. Hope to see you soon.
You need more advertising in your business. That's a fact. What's also a fact is that INTV has what you're looking for and more. See, we don't just connect you with Central Washington. We connect you with the world via all of the resources that we've developed and that we're ready to share with you. Let's say that we shoot and edit a 30-second commercial for you. It runs on our channel 5 to 7 times a day. That's 35 to 49 times a week and 140 to 196 times a month. On top of that, we air it on our semi-weekly show on our YouTube channel, which can reach a virtually infinite audience. This must be ridiculously priced, right? Not even close. A 2-month contract is only $250. So it's your choice. Is growth a priority for your business? INTV. Are you in?
Nobody likes being tied down to a contract. They're so limiting. That's why here at Inland Networks, we don't make you have to. Sign up for cable, internet, or telephone and go month to month with us. Just remember that if you pay for 3 months in advance, we come down to your home or establishment and install everything for free. So why wait? Inland Networks, your hometown connection.
Welcome back to this week's edition. Hopefully you've enjoyed it this far. I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
I'm Daniel Jang.
It is September 12th, 2019. We are halfway through September. Kids are back to school. Burn bans getting lifted. Storms are coming in. Tons of news already reported on, but we are going into some Warrior sports.
Warrior sports!
For football this week, the Warriors take on College Place at 7 p.m. This is going to be taking place at College Place. It is a long drive, so if you are a die-hard Warrior fan, be sure to go out, make the commute, and support your boys.
Football season is upon us. The leaves are turning. Volleyball is also coming to town, and I believe soccer too, right?
Yep. Yeah, very, very cool and exciting. School's back in session, and the sports are underway.
We're going to be covering as many of these events as we possibly can, so don't forget to check them out only on INTV.
Yes, football. I'm anxious to see how we're going to do this year. Moving on to civic news, Cle Elum City Council discussed many issues and also swearing in the new police chief. Check it out.
Congratulations, Chief.
Officially tonight, Kirk Bland is going to be our police chief, so I'm going to do the honors of swearing you in. Okay, I'll take these off so I can read it. So repeat after me. I, Norman Kirk Bland, affirm that I possess all the qualifications
I, Norman Kirk Bland, affirm I possess all the qualifications
prescribed in the Cle Elum Municipal Code
prescribed in the Cle Elum Municipal Code
for the position of Chief of Police.
for the position of Chief of Police.
I will support the Constitution of the United States
I shall support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and the Constitution and laws in the State of Washington,
and the laws and ordinance of the City of Cle Elum,
and the laws and ordinance of the City of Cle Elum,
and that I would bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same,
and I shall bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same,
it's a tough one, and defend them against enemies, foreign and domestic,
and defend them against enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of a police officer.
and I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of a police officer,
And that I will faithfully conduct myself as Chief of Police of the Cle Elum Police Department.
and that I will faithfully conduct myself as Chief of Police of the Cle Elum Police Department,
To the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We had two real nice things tonight for a change, you know?
There you have it, Cle Elum City Council. If you want to check out that meeting in its entirety, you can do so only at selected times here on INTV.
The Roslyn City Council also met. They had an extremely long meeting.
I believe it.
I haven't examined the entire thing yet, but I just transferred the footage. It was 30 gigabytes.
Oh wow.
And that's by far the most I've ever seen.
Sounds very interesting.
I think the most before that was like 17 gigs, and that was over 2 hours. So
That's crazy.
maybe Nolan just left the camera on. I don't know.
Maybe. That
But
could be.
here's a very brief summary. They discussed a variety of topics, obviously, including land use planning and the art of planning commission maintenance, which is an art.
It is. It is the most important art.
Picasso-esque. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to think quickly, and then I'm going to ask you, which two of these geometric designs go together? Which two go together? A and D. Nope. Which two go together? Council member, which two go together? A and B. Nope. Which two go together? C and E. Nope. Which two go together? C and E. Nope. B and E. Nope. Which two do?
I was going to say C and E.
You're gonna say C and E. What are all you folks? Oh, yeah.
B and D?
B and D. Nope.
None of them.
What do you mean none? Now the staff is saying none. No, the staff can't all be in agreement because it looks like you're in cahoots. Which two go together?
None.
You have to pick two. Which two go together?
A and E.
A and E. A and E. All right, now the reasons that you pick those. Why'd you do that? When we started with you.
Absolutely, it's half the circle.
No.
So you picked what? A and D.
I picked A and D.
A and D because D is half the circle.
It's half the circle.
Yeah. Council member.
A because it's a circle.
A is a circle, and what did you pick with it?
B.
B. Why is B go with A?
Volunteer base, and that goes all the way up to final decision.
Oh, interesting, pretty deep. Council member, you said
They're two halves.
which one?
B and D.
B and D because there's two halves, right?
Different shapes.
Of shapes, right? Council member.
Style curves on this.
Oh, so the parabolic curve type thing.
There is no
You a Star Trek fan?
Yes.
Yes. See, I'm a mind reader too.
There you have it, Cle Elum Roslyn City Council. Check them out only here on INTV. Pull out your calendars because this is what's heading your way in the weeks to come. This is very cool. September 12th, this Thursday at the Y Grounds. So today, if you're watching this, run out of your house, head down to the Y Park in downtown Cle Elum, where Dynamite Supreme's going to be playing. They are also having a cornhole tourney and much more lawn games. So come down. They're going to try to do it every Thursday night until the snow flies. Only in Cle Elum.
They're starting a little late this year. Hopefully they'll start earlier next year, maybe
For
in the
sure.
spring.
Yep.
But I think his idea here is just to get the seed planted in people's minds that the Y Park will be utilized all throughout next summer, which is exactly what it should be, because that's a great park.
Yes, it is.
Great venue. Wanted singers of all ages to participate in the 19th annual Mountain Voices Christmas Choir Concert. No auditions required, just a love for singing and a willingness to rehearse once a week, starting Monday, September 9th through concert time. So they did just start this, but I think it is still early enough that they will accept new applicants if this is something you want to do. It's a great group of people. It's a great time. The concerts will be the first full weekend in December as part of Christmas in Cle Elum. You can call 674-4264 for more details. Again, the rehearsals are Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. at the Roslyn Presbyterian Church.
This Sunday on September 15th, Roots Barbecue is ushering out our new summer season with a benefit for the Roslyn Fire Department Aid Car Fund. So come out and show your support. Invite your friends up to Roslyn for a morning hike/ride on your bike with a great finish and tons of good food and drinks from Roots Barbecue right behind Roslyn Cafe. Doors open at 11 a.m. We hope to see you there. If you come, tell them Paul sent you.
On September 26th, Hope Source Farm to Table fundraiser, 5:30 p.m. at Roslyn Stonehouse 101. The proceeds for this event go to the Hope Source Food Bank in Cle Elum. You can purchase tickets to this wonderful event or make a donation at www.hopesource.us. And for more information, you can call 509-925-1448.
On Friday through Sunday, September 27th through 29th, Craig Cameron's Horsemanship Clinic is going to be taking place at the Washington State Horse Park. This is going to be held at 1202 Douglas Monroe Boulevard in Cle Elum. Learn how to teach your horse and communicate in a way that creates a willing partnership. For more info, please call 1-877-635-4111 or you can visit wahorsepark.org.
On September 28th, Saturday, Friends of the Roslyn Library will host a mission-critical fundraiser called There's No Place Like Home. 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the Heritage Distilling Company in Roslyn. Storytelling, local bites, face painting, raffles, theme tastings, and music will take place. Help keep the Roslyn Library open at a new temporary location during renovations of the building. The dollars donated will help pay for a rented or leased location. This is a great event here, and the Friends of the Roslyn Library do need all the help that the community can give them. Right now, they are undergoing a huge remodel of their building, so this is critical for that. So please come on down Saturday, September 28th for this awesome fundraiser at the Heritage Distilling Company.
On Saturday, October 5th at 2 p.m., Dog Days of Fall is going to be taking place. This is an event for families and their dogs that starts at the Y Park with a pooch walk. There's going to be prizes, vendor booths, costume contests, music, and so much more. At the end of the day, patrons will move to the Cle Elum City Park for a barbecue and doggy bag / silent auction. For more info, visit Facebook at Dog Days of Fall. So there you have it, the Dog Days of Fall. If you have an event or anything that you want to wish someone a happy birthday, happy anniversary, anything that you want to say in front of the camera, give us a call, 649-3940. And we'd be glad to set you up with an interview.
We will promote it all, including birthdays.
Birthdays.
On September 10th, big happy birthday to Amy Deanan and Serena Welch.
On September 11th, happy birthday to Tuesday Bosch.
On September 12th, big happy birthday to Amy Waite, Mary Jo, Brad Lanfear, Amber Rogers, Shannon Bastariccia, Carlina Gore, and Nick Hansen.
On September 13th, happy birthday to Tanner Reed, the old number 3 restaurant, Shannon Weaver, Chris Chanteau, Harry Smith, and Kelly Held.
On September 14th, happy birthday to Alex Doty and Amy Hamilton.
On September 15th, happy birthday to Marcus Bailey and John Gallishan. So there you have it. There's the birthdays. If you have a birthday, if we missed it, don't let it happen again. Give us a call, 649-3940. We'd love to put you on our calendar.
Let us know if there's anything we can do for you. Advertise your business. Anything at all, we're who to call.
We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks for tuning in. Daniel J.
And Jeffrey Jorgensen.
See you next week.